going to talk very long, but there are a couple things I want to speak to. The first, as a historian, I am keenly aware that this is a flawed republic, a republic with contradictions and hypocrisy, and yet at the same time, the United States of America remains one of the most important experiments in human freedom that this planet has ever seen. And the bedrock of that freedom is the rule of law, the Constitution. I am here today to say to you to stand strong against any elected officials. That the person in the White House, if they seek to violate the Constitution, if they seek to violate your right to freedom of speech, the right to protest, to violate your civil liberties, we stand as one, unmoving, absolutely determined to not back down through acts of peaceful resistance. As a historian, I cannot express my outrage that the current occupant of the White House was asked this spring by a journalist, "Will you uphold the Constitution?" And our president responded by saying, "I don't know." That is unacceptable. It is unacceptable in every sense of the word. There should be 1,000 Republicans, 1,000 Democrats, 1,000 socialists, 1,000 libertarians who go before the White House and say, "Sir, you have taken an oath to uphold this document. That is your key role." How can the response be, "I don't know"? Do you find this to be acceptable? Neither do I. And we're not going to stand for it. I would remind our Congress people and our senators, those in the judiciary, of the words of the late Senator John McCain, that in engaging in the executive branch, you are not their subordinate. You are not beneath the White House. The judiciary and the legislative branch is the equal of the executive branch. So I say again to our senators, to our Congress people, you remind the White House every step of the way, I am not beneath you. We are not beneath you. We are your equal. We are vested interest in this just like you. This republic belongs to each of you. And that's why we're here today. That's right. I want to say something else before I step aside. I want to speak about the meaning of political discourse today. How much it hurts me to see an article in the news today that says the Democratic Party is trying to some extent begin to mimic this way of personal attacks or Trumpist style of speaking. I appeal to you to raise our political discourse. Yeah, be loud, be passionate. I shout all the time. I'm shouting with you today as we have to. But do not let our forms of protest give way to juvenile mockery. Attack issues. Don't mock people's character or what they look like. The fact that our current leader sets this example for children, for my children, on a daily basis. That leadership is to make fun of someone's appearance when they disagree with you. We would not accept this from a city councilman, much less the President of the United States of America. Our values, the words of our history, take Dr. King's. The arc of history is long, but it bends towards justice. This is who we are. This is the greatness of America. I don't think it's too much to ask the leaders of our republic to speak in a decent fashion and to set an example for our children. And at the same time, I ask you to remember, do not let our words give way to the type of ideological radicalization that leads to acts of violence. Do not become like what you abhor on the other side as you seek to combat it. Raise yourself to a higher level by looking for inspiration for the best among us, like the words of late Congressman John Lewis. Let's give a round of applause for that. I say these words to you today as a citizen of a republic that I wholeheartedly believe in, whatever its faults, whatever its sins, that the best of America is still what is to come, and the greatest safeguard of that is you being here today, is you being willing to speak out. I close with a historical anecdote that Susan B. Anthony, speaking of good trouble, when she tried, quote unquote, to illegally vote in the presidential election in the 1870s. She was arrested, she was fined, and she told the judge, "I will not pay a penny of your fine. All my money goes to the cause and to the newspaper." And then she said, in the vaunted words of our founders, "Disobedience to tyranny is loyalty to God." This is the example to follow. Dr. King, John Lewis, Susan B. Anthony. So, I leave you with this. A special thank you to 5051. A special thank you to everybody here organizing for a greater country rooted in decency and what's fundamentally just. I'll see you again. Hopefully I'll see some of you in Washington at the time comes. We'll find ourselves beside each other in the streets.